Hi everybody, this is Oleg. Beautiful day here in Pacific Northwest. This is Woodland, Washington, just about 20-25 miles north of Portland. Really beautiful here. Love Woodland. This is one of the places I would love to live at. Yes, beautiful mountains with houses in between the woods. I-5 runs along that big hill. Bunch of fields. So peaceful. Well, in this video, I want to talk to you about electrical cars, about BEVs, battery electric vehicles. And if you happen to be an owner of a BEV and you like it, then I'm happy for you and more power to you. But most people, and I say most, all the tree huggers who wanted to buy them, they already did. The rest of the crowd is saying no to BEVs. And here are some facts for you. Ford is slowing down production of its F-150 Lightning, which is fully electric truck. Mercedes, they were planning, many companies were, shouting and saying that, yeah, we're gonna be full electric by year 2030. And I'm talking about companies, car manufacturing companies. Among them were Mercedes too. By 2030, full electric. Genesis, which is, luxury branch of Hyundai, even better. We will be full electric by year 2027. And now suddenly, just in the last few days, one after another, they, put the brakes on their plans. Simply because nobody is buying them. Genesis, which is essentially Hyundai, they said now that they're gonna develop, instead of being full electric, they scratched those plans. They say that now they're gonna be developing smaller, internal combustion engines and make them as a hybrid. And so did say same thing Mercedes. They said they're gonna develop new engines. Just recently, just a few months ago, they were all planning to develop more electrical cars. But when dealers have their lots 4 to 6 months full of inventory for electric vehicles, obviously they're not making any money with those things. Not to mention, even just you as a consumer, you buy one, you pay through the nose for one. You can pay for Tesla anywhere from $50,000 to $140,000, just depends on the equipment and the battery pack. And then, you pay that much. You're still not, you're not burning any fossil fuels while you're driving, true. However, that electricity that you plug into the grid to charge up your car, where that electricity comes from? It doesn't come from the air. It comes from the power plant that burns coal in most cases. Is that environmentally friendly? No. Additionally, maintenance on those cars. Ask anyone who owns a Tesla and had to change battery pack. It's like $20,000. Not to mention suspension issues they've been having because the cars are too heavy because of the batteries. Not to mention all the electronic issues they've had. Anyway, needless to say, it's not something that consumer wants. And hybrid, in my opinion, is a good way to go. If you want to be more economical and save fuel. I personally prefer regular, simple internal combustion engine with as big oversize of an engine as possible, with no turbos, because many times nowadays they make engine smaller size with 1 or 2 turbos on it to make that much power or more, which theoretically it saves fuel, but it doesn't when you step on the gas. Same thing. So many times, in place where used to be V8s, there are V6s now, or straight sixes, turbos. In places where there used to be V6s, there are 4 cylinders. In cars that had 4 cylinders, there are 3 cylinders, and they're all turbocharged. Well, it's not a good way to go, because turbo engines, they all overheat, they all have additional issues, but they're way better than better electric vehicles, because these engines have been in production for years, and BEVs, it's something new. It'll take years before they iron all the problems out. Anyway, hybrid is not a bad way to go. My advice, my opinion, if you're gonna buy hybrid, buy a Toyota or Lexus. It's a proven car, whether it's hybrid or not. I have my Prius still with 650,000 miles on it. Yes, it has another engine, but still, everything else is original on it, So even light bulbs are still original on the car. Very durable cars. They're nicely built. So yeah, everybody is scratching their plans for EVs, and that's a good news in my opinion, because EVs, you can agree or disagree with me, you can call it conspiracy, but in my opinion, EVs, they are another step towards enslaving you, because EV is like a giant computer on 4 wheels. They can lock you in your car, unlock you, and they're trying to make these self-driving cars, like Teslas, that some of them are sort of self-driving. They're working toward it. So why do you think? In case you're a bad boy or bad girl, they can just lock you in your car, and your car will bring you to the hands of authorities, and there's not much you would be able to do it. Call it conspiracy, but I believe it's true. You can agree or disagree with me in the comments. I would love to read your comments. I'd appreciate all the input. And so anyway, so companies are pushing the brakes on development of EVs, at least for now. I think eventually it'll still come to that, but at least for now, like I said, these 3, there may be more companies, but these 3 big companies like Ford, Mercedes, and Hyundai, they're actually now, taking new sheet of paper and designing new internal combustion engines. And just a few days ago, they were saying full electric by 27 and 30. So, in my opinion, that's great news. Push it back as far as possible. I hope, there still will be people who will be buying these BEVs. But, if not too many people buy them, manufacturers will have no choice but continue making, internal combustion engine cars and trucks. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know your opinion in the comments about this issue, and I'll talk to you in the next upload.